Okay, now we've got some boogie woogie in us, and we got a nice little way to tag our songs, which I might use on a few of these tunes just to show you how I would do it. But it's time to move on. We've got all the nuts and bolts, and we've got the tools to do it. Now it's time to move into some more songs. I'm going to start off with a little ditty that I learned a long time ago, and I just love to play it. And by the way, these songs, you'll be playing these the rest of your life. You just build on them and add and add. So I'm going to play it kind of simple to start with, and then I'm going to do something interesting here. I'm going to take and play twin melody and harmony with my two fingers over here. And I'll show you how I do that when we split the screen, but for now, here's a thing called Blowin' in the Wind. Okay, that's Blowin' in the Wind, and I played it through a couple of times, and like I told you, first I played with two fingers, and then I added in the second finger. What I'm actually doing there is wherever the melody is, and I'm playing it with my first finger, for instance like this. I'm going to take these two fingers and I'm going to pair them together, and whatever string happens to be next to it, that's the one I'm just going to hit. Okay? Because in fingerstyle, you have to make chords to accommodate, you have to play your own rhythm, all right, along with your melody. So instead of just having this, now you add the other finger. Now, if the melody happens to be on the first string, I'll just go ahead and let my second finger play the melody. And as the melody comes down, I'll chase now the melody with my first finger and just let the second finger come along for the ride. Okay? I don't see anything else that I really need to explain with Blowin' in the Wind. We're pretty much doing a 1-4-5 in the key of A. So I think what we should do now is let's just jump in with head, hands, and feet and split the screens and figure this little ditty out. Okay, we're going to start this off with that very first pattern that you learned. Pattern number 1, just to give us a little rhythm to get it going. Now I'm going to play the melody with just my first finger as we go through the first time through. Okay, now let's take just that much of it and add the second finger in and play the exact same notes. It's a nice way to build the song. Okay, now let's look at the left hand a little bit. As I'm playing the melody, you'll see sometimes I'll do hammer-ons, like that. Or in the D, I'll go like this. Or I'll pull it off. Now remember, we learned that in the first video. So let's try a couple of those with Blowin' in the Wind here. Now that's a little maneuver right there. I'm just moving my third finger back. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to play it from the top as though I were to perform it, starting with my rhythm, playing the melody only with the first finger, and then adding the second finger in. This will be what's actually wrote out for your tablature. Here we go. And adding the finger.